It's a history question. Who wrote the song The Little Rock Sleeps at Night?
The famous minstrel Brugavin.
You're a genius, my girl. The spitting image of your dad.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that. Science. What is the circumference of a proto-epsilon during a partial lunar eclipse?
All right, I know it's, Oh, how frustrating. I know all about those.
Oh, now that question would be easy for your father.
Just take a guess at a number.
1,057 million.
146 megaproton kilometers.
Hey, the dog just talked.
Pokey.
No, it's another question about sports and fitness.
But no, it's me who's talking, Mom. It's your boy Zoli. You see? Pokey yawns and I put my voice in his mouth. It's super cool.
Darling, you're a ventriloquist and you've been hiding it from us?
Of course. How remarkable. And finally, your inner talents are coming out.
But how do you change your voice like that? It doesn't even sound like you. It reminds me of someone, but who?
I have a big report to do on platypus drool. Bye.
That voice. I know that voice. I know. Zoli is imitating the voice of his dad.
Dad, we are so doomed.
No worries. Tomorrow they'll forget all about it. Trust me, they have the memory of an elephant, meaning they don't have one.
Yeah, I hope you're right. Good night, Dad.
Sleep tight, my boy. I have to admit, I sure handled that one well.
Darling, I have thought it over. And I think I understand your message. You're making your father talk by going through Pokey.
That's so?
Yes, if you're imitating your father through your pet doggy, it means you're filled up with emotions. It's your way of expressing them to me.
Oh, no, Mom. I was just joking around and acting goofy. I thought it'd be funny to...
Zoli, what you're acting out is explained here in Martin Dolfo's new child psychology book, The Secret Adolescent. You're behaving in silly ways so that I'll listen to you. But don't you worry, darling. I'm going to take your problem to heart.
But, Mom, I don't have any problems.
Pokey, can I get a little interview for Cute Pets Radio?
And I promise to be attentive to everything important you have to say through Pokey.
In that case, I'd be overjoyed if the hysterical and annoying dodo bird named Margaret would stop bothering me.
Margaret, leave Pokey alone and go get dressed. You see that, dear? From this moment on, whatever Pokey wants, he gets, because I know it's really your inner frustrations that are being expressed.
Good night. Sleep well.
My darling, I understand that the separation with your father was hard, but this time it's no. Off now, to bed.
Lucy, things can't continue like this. Zoli is getting out of hand. And since when do people express themselves through their dogs?
You need to read Dolfo, my love. Zoli is very mature for an adolescent, and no one has ever said anything negative about his behavior. And lots of people talk through their dogs. Get with it, dear.
Like a ventriloquist? Huh, it sounds like he's your droid and you're his droid master. Go ahead, it's safe to talk in front of everyone now.
In a word, I'm thrilled.
Yeah, whatever, guys, but how are we gonna make it through that chemistry test today?
What? A chemistry test? Since when? How am I gonna survive that?
And what if you hid your super smart dad in your backpack during the test?
I am not an accomplice for cheating, and I have other plans.
Aw, after all I've done for you, you owe me some help with this test.
Guys, you sure no one's gonna catch us?
Catch us? How could they possibly catch us? Dad, stop wiggling around in there.
Mr. and Mrs. Davidson, it is strictly forbidden to bring animals onto the school grounds.
But in the book by Dolfo, it's all explained here. He's Zoli's father. Pokey is. I mean, Zoli is doing the talking. What I mean is, the dog. He's Michael, or at least for Zoli he is.
Yes, because for us, Pokey is Pokey, just as you, when you talk, are you. See what I mean?
I have brought brought you together because you are all concerned by what's happening with Zoli.
That's really nice, Mom, but there's no need. I'm good.
My darling, I would never let you feel excluded. Yes, you miss your father. That's very clear. You feel lost, so you're acting out in odd ways. That's the reason that we'll listen to Marcel Dolfo, who says to cure your problems, make them into a game.
Oh.
Huh?
We're gonna do like you.
We'll tell the truth using our little friends here, and everything will be said with lots of love and care. Alban, a piece of lettuce has been stuck between your teeth for 2 days now.
Well, thanks. Now, what I'd like to say, is that your hair is superb, my sweetie.
That's so boring. It's better to criticize. Daddy, you're getting fat. Your face looks bloated. Your cheeks look like hamsters. And you, Mommy, in the morning, I think your breath is like dog's breath.
Whoa, this game is totally cool. Hey, Lucy, you got smelly armpits. And listen, Dad, could you please stop dropping me off at school in your old jalopy?
Maybe it hurts to hear all this, but I feel we're making progress. Marley, you've got a bad hygiene problem.
It's getting out of hand, Dad. What do we do now?
I have an idea. Give me your cell phone.
Ah. Hey, it's Daddy. His text says, I love you. He heard I was called in to see the principal, and he's real worried about me. He says he wishes he could be here more often, but he thinks of me all the time.
Oh, now that's so cute.
Sending a text message? Easy. But I don't see him here raising the kids.
Oh, that's cool. It's totally okay. I really don't miss my dad anymore. I'm a happy kid. Super balanced. I'm doing great.
Communicate openly between you. Lots of love. P.S. Lucy, your potato gratin is delicious. Signed, Michael Pincher. Well now, Michael lives on the other side of the globe, but he seems to understand Zoli better than we do. We need to communicate even more.
No. This is absurd. This game is absurd. These socks are absurd.
But what is the problem here, Alban? Why are you so angry? You know what Dolfo says about getting angry.
Oh, no. Not one more word about Dolfo or I'll go completely crazy. I feel like I'm in a nut house here.
You don't think I'm capable of being authoritarian enough?
You, authoritarian? The last time you had to kill a spider, you cried in my arms. I'll whip this family back into shape.
No, my dear, it's me.
No, it's gonna be me, and the dog goes outside in his doghouse like all dogs.
Well, if that's how you're going to be, Alban, I say everyone is grounded in their rooms.
You okay, Dad?
Couldn't be better, my boy. And you?
What a mess. It's a catastrophe. We have to get Alban and Mom to make up. They're so obsessed with being the perfect modern parents, they're impossible to be around.
Funny thing, that's exactly what I was reading about here in chapter 28 of this book by Dolfo. I was reading it out of curiosity. Not bad. Take this example. Alban and Lucy are a typical alpha bi-emotional couple. The woman is strong-willed and intelligent, and she's with a man who is a total wimp. Describes them to a T. No?
And what does it say to do when they get carried away in a big fight?
What it says to do is this.
If the dispute is persistent, it's often necessary for the man to excuse himself because, in general, he is the one who started the dispute.
You think that means that if Alban apologized to Mom, things would go back to being cool?
At this point, my boy, it's a good plan. No?
But how do we make Alban apologize? I think I have an idea. In 15 minutes, the fight between Alban and Mom is going to be settled, and everything will go back to the way it was.
No! We said you have to stay outside. What are you doing here? Did Alban let you in? You want to show me something? No! Okay, I'll follow you, but after that, it's back in your doghouse.
Hello, Lucy. It's Alban. Yes, I know it's bizarre. I'm going to explain the whole thing. Zoli was never the ventriloquist. It's me, your husband, talking to you from the start.
But Alban, why would you do that? You're jealous of Michael? Is that it? Because of the science question in Trivial Pursuits, you felt humiliated? I sensed you were.
Exactly that. I'm jealous of Michel. I've always been. Of his intelligence, of his strength, and of his charisma also. Michel has such an incredible aura. I'll never have that. I think we got a little carried away with this conflict. Me, all that I hope for is that we can get back to how we were. And I really think that the right place for Pokey is here inside the house. That's important to Zoli. Do you forgive me?
Oh, my darling, me too. I'm so sorry. Oh, I love you, dear.
Yeah, way to go! Way to go! Yeah! Scientific question for Alban. Okay, what's the sum of 2 leptrons plus 1 quark in a Borgian equation?
Well, that's, I know this. I know this. It's on the tip of my tongue.
But where's he going now?
He needs to go out. Well, Alban, any idea?
5.789 milliprotons.
You're the one driving them to school tomorrow.
You are.
No, it's your turn to drive.
You do it.
I get to decide this time.
No.